Happiness and joy to you. Thank you so much for joining the channel here. We're studying the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and today we're on lesson number 264. I am surrounded by the love of God. Father, you stand before me and behind, beside me, in the place I see myself and everywhere I go. You are in all things I look upon, the sounds I hear, and every hand that reaches for my own. In you, time disappears, and place becomes a meaningless belief. For what surrounds your Son and keeps him safe is love itself. There is no source but this, and nothing is that does not share its holiness, that stands beyond your one creation, or without the love which holds all things within itself. Father, your Son is like yourself. We come to you in your own name today to be at peace within your everlasting love. My brothers, join with me in this today. This is salvation's prayer. Must we not join in what will save the world along with us? I am surrounded by the love of God. So right before I turned on the camera, I had this thought of like, we're the hot dog and God's the bun. And I don't know, maybe it's just like it felt funny and fun to say that. But Ken Wapnick, he's a little bit more serious in his practice. So what he says in the beginning of this lesson, because in the prayer, it almost seems as if God is coming into the physical form here, which is this illusory dream planet where God is not. So the lesson doesn't want us to believe that God has brought himself down into separation to be with us. So Ken says, this statement, I am surrounded by the love of God, reflects another recurrent theme. We can comprehend the Course's meaning only when we realize that the I of which Jesus speaks is the mind's decision maker. We are not surrounded by the love of God as bodies, but as minds, when we choose to remember it. In the wrong mind, the love of God does not exist, only hatred and fear. Yet love patiently awaits the Son's right-minded decision to return to sanity. We must keep this content in awareness as we read the lesson, even though its words suggest that God is physically present to our physical selves. So I'm really glad that Ken makes that point in the manual here, because it does kind of seem like, well, wait a second, is God coming into the world to be with us? The bun to our hot dog? Not exactly. If the mind were a hot dog, and I don't know, okay, maybe I'll stop with that analogy. It's just the image that came to me, and I felt like I have to be honest and say it on the video. So one more thing about this lesson. After the prayer, Jesus goes on to say, my brothers, join with me in this today. Must we not join in what will save the world along with us? So it's just that reminder also of oneness. We can't walk home to heaven, back to God alone. So we have to be in our minds one with our brothers and sisters, all beings, and remember that, yes, we decided to come into separation, and now we've forgotten that we're still with God, we're still connected, and that we're really just having a dream. So in order for us to wake up from this dream, we have to connect with our other selves, which is all the people that you encounter in your experience here in this incarnation. So a couple of good reminders and a little visual if you want to have fun with that, but we are surrounded by the love of God 24/7. I mean, well, there is no time, there is no space. It's all in our mind, and it's remembering. It's when our awareness comes to the truth, that's the only thing there is. The only thing there is the love of God. Of course, it's surrounding us, but we come into this experience of an incarnation, and we get confused and we get distracted and we get bogged down with fear-based ideas and ideologies, and the ego celebrates and is like rejoicing because we forgot. The last thing the ego wants is for us to remember these things, that we're surrounded by the love of God, that we're going to walk each other home together, and that at the end of the day, the ego can stay in this place with the body. That's fine. But this isn't our home, and this is not the place where we're going to do anything in isolation. So thank you for joining me today. I hope that you're enjoying the lessons, that things in your life are reflecting your growth, or perhaps that you're ready for some new challenges or revisiting old challenges that haven't quite gone away yet. It's an excellent time to dig deeper into your practice and remember who you truly are, where you came from, and that you can always ask for help. Ask the Holy Spirit, ask Jesus, ask God. Pause, listen, and then with the guidance that comes to you, trust it. Trust that you are being guided by the most incredible power of love that we can't even imagine. It's there for all of us all the time. And we just have to kind of relax and stop resisting what is. Have a great day, and I'll see you back here again on the next video.